enormous excitement and opportunity, some fears, but still I am on side of opportunity. So why don't we talk a little bit about new data professions, okay? New opportunities in marketplace, because we will need more people to put all these strategies in place, to execute on them and drive innovation forward. So how do you think that's shifting, and what's new on the job market out there, you think?
Yeah, definitely. And I've also recently written about this on a Forbes expert panel as well, and shared some of my thoughts. Now, one of the key roles that I saw coming into the forefront is the Chief Data AI Officer, so the CDAIO. Again, currently doesn't exist to my understanding at the moment. So somebody to be in charge of these type of technologies, their use case, and how to make sure, as you mentioned, the strategy is in place to understand that they're not using biases, to make sure everybody has a seat at the table, as we've spoken about earlier. I think that where we are at the moment, AI will be used to enhance job roles, as opposed to, at least in the interim, as opposed to creating too many new ones. I think that we need to be in a position to be a bit more open in terms of adoption, but also more restrained in terms of rollout. Okay, so I know, for example, a lot of the newer AI technologies are being utilized in organizations. What people don't understand is you're actually feeding your organization's data into the large language model. So potentially you're breaking governance rules around the data. So I think that because everything became mainstream so quickly, you had this fear of missing out, this FOMO moment of everybody's talking about this technology. Why are we not using it? What happens is people don't understand or just forget the fact that what they're actually using within the tool. Okay, we have seen elements of this where people have lost their jobs just for using. For example, I know we're discussing ChatGPT, but there are other tools out there by feeding information from their organizations without a second thought. So, like we say, I think there needs to be an understanding, an education around how to use these technologies. And this is something I go into a lot of detail in terms of the data strategies that we deliver. It's all about taking organizations and introducing them in terms of how they can utilize newer technologies in a safe way that still brings business value to that organization.
Fantastic, fantastic, Leon. Thank you so very much for your time. These are precious, precious nuggets of wisdom. So in conclusion of the talk today, can I ask you for a few takeaways? Because we did cover high level, inspiration and AI, and of course, ChatGPT that we're trying to wrap our heads around, but going really into day-to-day data practices, data governance, data strategies, and of course, how it's going to affect all of us in what we do. So a few takeaways maybe.
Yeah, definitely. And like I say, I think that we should all be excited by these technologies that we're discussing and we're seeing in our feeds day in, day out. But I also think that we need to understand the ramifications and how we adopt these technologies and how they bring value to our business, but also how we need to put the foundations in play to make sure everybody has a seat at the table, and that we can turn those seats into valuable assets for the organization moving forward. When you start to do, as you mentioned, the not so glamorous elements of governance, security, what happens is you set your organization up for a very robust strategy that becomes very modular. So when newer technologies do come out, as is going to happen at immense speed over the course of the next few years and beyond, what we're seeing now is just the beginning. Then what that means is your organization is already prepared, ready, and able to adopt newer technologies at speed, and also get the benefits of doing so.
Thank you, Leon, so very much. I'm encouraging everyone one more time, follow Leon, all right? He's gonna give you more wisdom than he was able to today, but I see there's a lot more besides what we mentioned. So Leon, thank you so very much for your time today, and everybody follow SaugaTalks. You're not gonna
Exactly.
find people like Leon anywhere else. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Irene. And everybody follow SaugaTalks. It's been a pleasure to be with you today.